But we mentioned not sure if Quentin Nelson is on the trade market. Like I said, highly doubt it. But somebody that we know is on the trade market is Christian McCaffrey, who, when healthy, is arguably top 2 running back in the league. Some might say best, some might say third. NFC South people might say he's like 5th. But
yeah, top 5. I mean, you could place him anywhere and make an argument for the other 4.
When fully healthy, it's Derrick Henry and Christian McCaffrey in my eyes.
Sure.
I think when he's as he is now, if you include health, I'd rather have Cook and Kamara over him.
Right.
But when he's fully healthy,
and
30 carries with 2,000 1,000 receiving yards and 1,000 rushing yards guaranteed.
Yeah, and you got the newcomer J Train in there. I think would round out your top 5. But
yeah, I think Jonathan Taylor on any other team besides the Colts is not MVP candidate worthy. I didn't think he was MVP this year, but I think Jonathan Taylor is great. But I think just like DeMarco Murray with the Cowboys, you got to look at what's in front of them before you look at how their production is going. I think Jonathan Taylor has the advantage of having an incredible offensive line and a good offensive coach. But he is easily up there, arguably. I just don't think he's Kamara, Henry, Cook.
Yeah. That's why I think he would round out the top 5. I think those 4 that you said. And
McCaffrey, Taylor. Agreed. I think that's fair.
I think Taylor's 5th, and any of the other 4 would be picked before him.
Panthers have been. Oh, go ahead.
Next year. J Train's going to be picked first. That's
probably
how running backs work.
I think it's still smart to pick Derrick Henry. I think that Christian McCaffrey, this whole thing is because the Panthers have been trying to make cap space this whole offseason. It's been cap space. Let's figure out how to make cap space. Early rumors is that this is Matt Rule's potential last year if he doesn't have at least a 500 record. Is that the Panthers ownership would like to move on from him. I think that's stupid. I think whenever you do a full rebuild like the Panthers have had to do, you have to give your coach at least 5 years, which seems like a lot, but a complete rebuild is not going to happen in 2 years.
Right.
This isn't college football. You can do that in college.
Yeah.
Because you can get a million recruits and transfer portal and all that stuff, but free agents have to choose to go to you. Players have to choose to re-sign. You have to hit on drafts. Like NFL is just not the same. But yeah, I think they're saving up. I think they're making cap space because they're looking to make a move for either Deshaun Watson or they are looking to just do what the Patriots did and spend $100 million and just load up on talent and hope that they can surround a rookie quarterback with talent. And also with the quarterback draft class, maybe they're going after Jimmy Garoppolo. Maybe they're going after some elite talent like Mitch Trubisky, or they're going after something like a Marcus Mariota, Colin Kaepernick. I think they're going for surrounding a rookie with talent. I don't know if they plan on moving on from Matt Rule, if that's the plan. If I were them, I would try to do that whole thing. We've talked about it before. Rookie quarterbacks are cheap. I think they try to go with a rookie quarterback, load up on stuff. Paying running backs has proven to hurt most teams. So.
Because that's the easiest division in my opinion now. Brady's gone. Matt Ryan's not Matt Ryan. The Saints are not in a good spot either.
Saints are potential last place in the NFL next year.
They're going to have to trade away all their talent in order just to play football. I see it from your point. You create a bunch of cap room. You get rid of some of your stars to create more cap room. But also, if they get a competent quarterback, they could make the playoffs.
They just restructured Shaq Thompson too.
I see it from both ways. I mean, if you want like the Colts apparently are interested in Jimmy Garoppolo. Like they don't want to waste their time at quarterback anymore. I mean, if you really want to move the needle on what like your chances to win or make the playoffs, some of these quarterbacks that are out there on the trade block aren't gonna do that for you. So if Matt Rule is truly like needs to win to save his job, getting Jimmy Garoppolo is not gonna really do that all that
doesn't
much.
Feel like it would. He might.
And then if it doesn't work out and you have a losing record with the Jimmy Garoppolo, or if that Kirk Cousins rumor was true, if they called or whatever,
they called, but the Vikings basically turned him away.
I don't know. It just screws the franchise over. So I'm either you're gonna send it or you're not gonna send it. You either full send it or you don't send it.
The bright, like the silver lining in my opinion. So all the bad teams, a lot of their fans were like, "Can we just do something? Can we do something?" Like when the Browns were bad for so long, they would make one trade every 3 years, and they would try to build around draft. They just weren't doing any activity. And Browns fans are like, can we just do something? Panthers fans can silver lining is they're trying, like they're restructuring, they're extending people, they're trying to make trades, they're trying to move up in the draft. Like they're trying.
Right. They traded for Stephon Gilmore last year.
They got rid of a longtime head coach.
Right? Or they get a Bradbury.
I think they traded James Bradbury or they got CJ Henderson.
That's what it was. Yep. Yeah. And then they got Gilmore, right? So they tried.
They're trying. They are trying.
But now you're in a situation where like your moves could pay off because like the division is that bad. Like who's throwing to Godwin and Mike Evans? Like Jameis is on the Saints, but they're gonna have to trade Michael Thomas.
I think Jameis is a free agent.
Yeah, he's a free agent right now. They got no money. Taysom Hill's making $28 million or something like that. So and then the Falcons are the Falcons. They're not gonna do anything.
They give away games that they should win. And every year, it's been 3 years in a row. Don't think the Falcons are in the running. Don't second guess them, and then they just terrible.
No,
I'll believe in the Falcons when I see it. I think that the Panthers, if you get like that, maybe that's why they're okay getting like a Jimmy G style quarterback, is because they believe the less
that might be all it takes.
Right, the less mistakes, like a mistake-free quarterback is better than a big play quarterback because of how good their team is around them. Yeah. They went and got Hassan Reddick last offseason, and I remember saying multiple times that's going to be an underrated signing, and he blew up. I feel bad for the Panthers. I feel bad for Christian McCaffrey, who's on the move, even though he's so talented, but he's one of those guys that it's a running back. He's not going to get a big haul. There is a chance that he doesn't even get a first-round pick. If Panthers fans are watching this, would you get rid of Christian McCaffrey for a second-round pick? Or would you say, no, we need 2 firsts and a player? Because he's not a quarterback.
You're not doing that. Trent Richardson got a first.
Right. But teams that are fans of teams are always overvaluing.
Right.
So if we do have a Panthers fan watching this, I would love to know, what would it take to give up Christian McCaffrey to you? Because it sounds like the team is listening to any and all calls. Last I checked, 8 teams had called them about Christian McCaffrey.
What would you do? We're doing picks with Khalil Mack and Daniil Hunter. What would you do?
Well, Chuba Hubbard, I think, is amazing.
Yeah.
I wanted the Vikings to draft him because I don't think Madison is as good as a lot of people think. I think Chuba Hubbard is good enough to be a full-time carry guy, and then you can always draft somebody to split with him. To free up cap space, I would probably be willing to give up Christian McCaffrey for like a 3rd and a 6th. I don't think his value is very high.
Okay,
I think that way about most running backs, by the way.
I was thinking like 2.5.
2.5. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm kind of in the same.
I think 2.5 is where they would start. I think they would start with like, give us a 1st and a 6th, or give us a 2 and a 4, and I think they would get talked down into like a 3.6, 3.7, or maybe like 3 and a 4th round or 4th string corner.
Sure.
I think no running back.
I can see it just for a 2. Also, I just for a 2. If you send me that second, would you be okay with the 2nd round pick? I think I would be.
I think I would be too. Chris McCaffrey's on the market. If you're a team that wants a running back or needs a running back, or you believe your team is a good running back away from making the long, deep run in the playoffs, he's on the market.